This is working, I don't know. Today is January 16th, I believe, 2022. It is Sunday. Wow. A minute ago you could see me, now you can't see shit. It's darkness. What the hell happened to my camera? Anyway, oh well. Anyway, I am okay, so this video was from last year. It was in April. So I am gonna get up tomorrow morning. It is a full moon. Tonight is the wolf moon, and I'm gonna see if I can get some good video tomorrow. It's been a while since I've gotten up early and gone to the ocean to get some video. So that's what I want to do tomorrow. I am today. It's funny. I've been thinking about like it occurred to me. I've been sitting here like I realize now, like I'm finally admitting, like I have anger issues, right? I need to, like I'm always blaming outside things for the fact that I'm always pissed off, right? Like it's because so and so did something, and even if those people are doing something, I need to control my reactions better, right? I said something to my son today, and it sounded so aggressive, right? And I was just like making a comment. I think it was like tomorrow I want to leave the house at like quarter to 7. And so I said to him, I'm like, well, I'm getting you up tomorrow at 6:30 instead of 7, right? Instead of just right. And it just sounded super aggressive. So I am looking back at things that I have approached in the past, other situations outside of my household where I've been aggressive like that. And it just hasn't come off well. It's funny, when I was working for the Department of Corrections, and even when I was working for the college, I mean, I've had these anger issues all my life, right? I mean, I get mad at the way I'm being treated, and I just go off. I'm definitely could be a Karen. I mean, um, yeah, there's just no doubt that I've been a Karen, right? Which is kind of a derogatory way to put it. I've been that angry person that people videotape all the time now and call Karen, right? And recently I've been that person, and I've been doing these affirmations for over a year. I've been making them and making the videos, but it has not like gotten rid of that anger that is still there. So it's clear that there's other things that I need to deal with, right? Besides this, these are making me feel a lot better. These, I feel better about myself. As I said, I'm going to get out there in the ocean, and I'm going to boogie board, and I'm going to surf, and I want to get out there and canoe. And those are the things that doing these are like inspiring me to do, right? And inspiring me to be. I think, something that I'm realizing is that I've been looking a lot. And I said this the other day. I'm an artist, right? I made like this owl. I don't know if you can see my owl, but I mean, I'm an artist, so I do artwork, and like all my life, like I've been an artist, but waitressing was how I made my money. I went back to school, didn't have anything to do with art, right? I've been working as administrative assistant, answering phones and emails for the past 10 years, right? Nothing to do with art. I didn't even really start doing my art again until COVID hit and I got laid off. I mean, I did a little bit, but not to the extent, right? Um, and it's like I keep hoping that I'm going to get these jobs where they're gonna recognize that I'm an artist, and they're gonna like be like, "Oh, we can use her over here in the marketing where she can design or something," right? Which of course never happens. I mean, that's kind of like I said, my last job when I had applied for a position and they didn't even interview me. That was it, the position was for, it wasn't marketing, but it was working like it was making learning materials for the probation officers. So I would have been like designing pamphlets and designing booklets and designing, right? And so at least I would have been designing something, right? But they didn't even like read my resume, so I didn't get to do that. When I went to the college, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll be able to get job, somewhere in the college doing something artistic, which maybe this time had I been patient and not lost my temper, maybe that would have happened. I just have a really hard time when I feel like I'm not being treated with respect. And then I lose my temper and I go sideways and I didn't realize, like, it's funny because I don't even remember. My son tells me that when we were living in Montana, and there's no reason for me not to believe that this to be true, that when I would get, because I would get mad at work there too, right? But the thing is like I would be able to just sit at my desk and like I could literally, like I would literally just sit there and cry and do my work, and everyone would just leave me alone. I don't even know if people even knew I was crying, right? Because I was doing my work and they were doing their work, and even though I was like right in the middle where everybody walked by my desk and could see me, I didn't get noticed all that much unless they needed something, right? And so when I would get really mad, I could just sit there and like I would just cry and I would do my work. And crying, and I don't mean crying feel sorry for myself. I cry when I get angry, and that is what I do versus like blowing, right? The difference between that job and this job is that job, I wasn't in a public setting. Like I was in an office setting with a bunch of office workers, but it was the Department of Corrections, so public did not come into my building, right? It wasn't the probation officer where the probationees came into the office and stuff like that. So this was a little bit different last time because I was where people could come in and see if I was angry. So um, that. And the thing about it is like I was thinking about this today, right? I don't really want to do that. So the fact that I put myself back in a position like that, for the money is well, because I like I really need to get my teeth fixed, and I need to get my hearing checked, and I need new glasses, and the only way to get those things is for with benefits and working in those kinds of things, I guess, or trying to find a way on my own to make the money, which is, I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe trying to start a cleaning business because I'm really good at that. And my attention to detail when I'm cleaning is really good. Like I am the kind of person who, if I'm cleaning a bathroom and there is soft soap, I make sure that the soft soap bottle is cleaned off, right? Like I clean it. I Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. I mean, if I did something like that, I'm not using my artistic side of me too much, but then I'm not working for someone else. I can go and clean, and then I can come home and still have something left for myself. It's like, you have these employers that want so much from you for so little in return. I mean, this last job, the benefits were good and the pay was good. That is true. But I just, I lost my temper. I didn't feel like I was being treated with respect, and I lost my temper. Frankly, I wasn't being treated with respect. I mean, I just wasn't. But I didn't need to lose my temper. It doesn't matter. I need to have control of me. I need to have control of the pieces of me, the Elms, and there's Elm and Shay and Donine and little pissed off Elm who comes out and throws her tantrum. I think it was more than that, though. I think that that was kind of, I've been like, I'm not sure what I believe in anymore, but you know, if I still believe, which I kind of do, to just not to the same extent I did before. Like I believe I don't know what I believe in. I mean, if I believed in the universe, I would say that was the universe's way of telling me I didn't need to be there. So I had to blow it up to get myself out of there because I know that's not what I want. Like I said, when I got upset with the supervisors and told them that they needed to get their shit together, I mean, no wonder they freaking said we can just not work together anymore. Anyway, when I told them that, I also told them that I was nothing like any of them, and I didn't mean that as an insult, but it's true. I am nothing like them. It's like I would like to have the money that I didn't have to, like, I would like to be able to have a bathtub, right? I would like to not worry about getting my shrubs cut. I would like to not worry about taking my dogs to the vet. I would like to not worry about getting my teeth fixed, right? I mean, I would like to not have to worry about getting glasses. I don't want to have to worry about those things, right? But I'm finding that in order to do that, and in order to have those things, I have to give up my soul to things that I don't believe in, right? And it's like I can't keep doing that. Like I've done it and done it and done it and done it, and it's like it makes me angry. And I think I'm more angry with myself than anybody else. That I feel like I'm being a sellout, right? Because I'm doing things I don't believe in. Um, and it's like it's not and it's not that I don't believe in college and because I was working at college, but I just in that instance did not believe that I should be tolerating the treatment, and I went sideways with it. And mostly I think because I was mad at myself for going back. I should have known better, right? I know that that is not who I am, and it's not who I want to be. And so why I would put myself in that position again is beyond me. Because the money and the benefits and getting my teeth fixed and getting, it's just art. It's so frustrating. I just want to live, right? It's not like I'm wanting to, I mean, I don't expect stuff to be given to me for fuck's sakes. I went back to school and worked 2 jobs so that I could get the kind of a job where I can get benefits without, and I'm still having to sell my soul. I mean, it's so frustrating. It's just like, I don't know. It's okay. I um need to not like look at things that way. It's just like I because I'm not going to do it, so it doesn't matter. But I think I just need to find some peace in making money so that I can focus on my artwork and focus on my mental health. It's I am feeling better about everything in my life in this moment probably than I ever have, right? I really wish that affirmations would have fixed the anger, but they didn't. And that's, uh, I'm a little embarrassed that I turned into a Karen not too long ago. um, and it's, um, again, I mean, people are gonna, and my son and I talked about this. I mean, it's not like this is new with me. All my life, I have just like not known how to um, deal with my anger, right? I typically what I do is I dumb myself down and I tolerate it until I get really mad for being treated like I dumbed myself down to be, right? But I mean, like working at the Overland Express, that was the easiest thing to do. And I worked there off and on for years, was just to pretend like I was stupid and just do the job, right? Working around like some of those people, it was just easier. And I did that for a while when I was working at the college here, first stop as well. It was just easier to pretend like I was just stupid and making mistakes, right? Because and that's I think that's what it is a lot of people just don't want to take, like, it's almost like people are so afraid to admit that they made a mistake that they can't take responsibility for their actions, right? And like it makes me mad when I'm the scapegoat, but I really like need to look at it differently because that said, I mean, I I don't blame people for mistakes I make. I blame people for my anger instead of just like I try to make excuses for why I got so mad instead of just realizing that I don't have control of my anger like I should, right? I get pissed off and it's not like I just throw tantrums like I yell and da 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 and you and you and you and you and you and you and fuckity fuckity fuck fuck, right? Um, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm 57, and I act like a 5-year old with a mouth, a 5-year old with a sailor mouth, because yeah, So it's kind of embarrassing, but it is what happens to me. So and these affirmations haven't stopped that. But that said, again, I feel better. So I'm trying to heal, right? I'm acknowledging that these are the things instead of continuing to blame like I have for my whole life, right? I mean, yeah, a lot of people have done a lot of shitty things to me, but my reaction for all of those things is really, really not. I mean, that's what I need to worry about, right? Is how I'm reacting. And I react in ways that are embarrassing to me and cause me pain, right? Um, and that's the thing. I mean, I don't need to go sideways. Um, when I get angry, right? And it's funny. It's like I think about it, and like when I was growing up, my sister used to beat me up, right? And the only way I could get her to stop was like if I would just go like crazy, like I'd start hitting myself, or right, and then I remember like when I was in I think it was junior high school. There was this group of Native American girl. Well, I don't even know what the proper thing is to call them. They were from a tribe that was in our town in Davis, California. And so they were Indian Native Americans. I think my son anyway, they didn't like me, right? And so there was one named Dana Banks, something like that. The last name was Banks, but they didn't like me at all. And my friends, one day, like literally, they would trap me in the locker room and beat me up and stuff, right? And so they did that to me, and then my friends one time, like I called her a bitch because she had done that to me, and my friends told her, and then she went after me again, right? And so then, and it was always her, like in her group of friends, and me, and sometimes I think my friends were there once, but yeah, nobody stood up for me. Nobody came to help me, right? Nobody did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That was a long time ago. I was a little girl. But anyway, the way that I remember she came after me a couple times. Her and her group of friends came after me a couple times. And I remember the last time she came after me, it was like in the baseball diamonds, and I just went berserk, right? I just started screaming and like started like just went nuts, and she stopped, right? She left me alone. So, I mean, I know where these things come from, right? I mean, this was how I protected myself um, always. It's like, even with Troy, like I said, my boss that trapped me into a closet. I mean, I had to react that way times with him to get him out of my face, right? So, I mean, I know now that this is professional, is what they call it, which is fucking bullshit. They're no more fucking professional than I am, and they can all kiss my ass if they say they are. I don't care, right? They are not. They are just different than me. It's bullshit. This whole professional crap is just bullshit. We're all the same, brother and sister. Just stop it. I don't know. We're all the same. It's like just because people have more money, they're better. It's bullshit. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, I forgot what I was talking. Oh yeah, it's just the way I react and stuff. Granted, I do react in ways I shouldn't, but I've seen other people on that campus react that way too. I saw many people get loud and boisterous and drop the F bomb and be pissed off about shit in the lobby of Delwood, right? But when it's me, it was different, right? Because I hadn't been a part of their family for as long, and they weren't going to tolerate me telling them that they couldn't get their shit together, and that's fine. I get that. But I'm just, I'm coming to terms with me, right? I was feeling bad about myself because I was feeling like I wasn't as good as them because I couldn't hold my temper. Well, I don't believe that to be the case anymore. We're different. I don't want to be them. They don't want to be me. I don't want to be a dean of a college. I don't want to be a dean of, I don't want to be someone's boss, right? I want to do art, do whatever I do something just so I can pay my bills. I would love to be able to get my teeth fixed, you know what I mean? But I don't know what I'm gonna have to do it. I don't I don't wanna be that to to do these things. I want to be able to dance outside of my car and have it be okay. So, yeah, you know, I don't know. Fucking mental health, right? It's funny, my son, I was talking about the fact that I'm finally like, okay, I'm finally saying, okay, I have a mental illness, right? And he said, Mom, he researches this stuff a lot. And he doesn't like to call it that because he's right. And he's right. We have all got our things, like all of us, right? But I have never like I went to counseling a little bit here and there, but I never really like wanted to go see a therapist because I knew once I started in therapy and once I ripped the scabs off this stuff, it was going to be brutal, right? I mean, I knew that I was going to be a mess, and I didn't frankly want to deal with it, so I was just not going to do it in my lifetime, right? And then, yeah, my son started smoking pot and got better. And so then I started smoking pot, and it's forcing me to deal with this shit. And so I believe in cannabis as a medical thing. Like I have a medical cannabis card because it's like working for like therapy for me, right? It's forcing me to look at these things in a different way. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It took me a while to actually be comfortable with the fact that I'm using pot as a therapy because I grew up and it was bad, right? And even now, I mean, so many jobs are like, oh, if you test positive for marijuana, we're not going to hire you. Well, then don't hire me. Then don't because I personally feel a lot better, right? I personally am getting more healthy. My mind is getting clearer. I am it didn't feel like it when I was working at SWAC. I mean, my mind got so muddled when I was there, and I was mad and angry, and I shouldn't have gone back. It was a mistake. I thought that, I don't know what I thought, but I have these delusions of grandeur, and I thought I could go back and like do like these free spirit dance classes and where everybody would, I want to make a difference, right? I want more people to start loving themselves because for me it's been like the fact that I can actually love, like look at myself and love myself, right? Like I'm finally starting to acknowledge things about myself so that I can get better, right? Instead of just sit inside of it and just be like and angry and just reveling in that because it's what I know, right? And it's comfortable and it's easy to get mad at other people for what they did versus actually saying you shouldn't have done what you did, you shouldn't have reacted. Yes, they were bad, but bad and bad is two bads, right? So I I'm grateful that I'm going to continue to make my affirmations. I don't even know. I started babbling again and got lost. Oh yeah, because I'm smoking weed. That too. Actually, clear. My mind's becoming more clear because I'm not getting as angry, right? I'm like I did when I went back to the college, but I think it's because I my inner self was telling me that I shouldn't be doing it and I wasn't listening, so it threw a fit to make me listen. I know that sounds really weird, but I mean, I'm sitting here telling you I'm different people, multiple different people, which I am. I mean, today, I'm like in my driveway being performing artist, singing and dancing, right? My my poor neighbor, his little girl, he was out. It's funny because the way our driveway is, I've got a video out there where you can kind of see we have like a long driveway, but we have a fence around all of our property. And so I play in the driveway with the dogs, right? And I throw their balls and stuff, but I dance. And so I was dancing and singing, and my neighbor was weed eating and shit, so I don't even think he could hear me. But he had his little girl, and I had one at one point had given her some hand kites. It's like these are, my hand kites that I take and go play out at the ocean, right? And so I gave her some of those. Well, I heard her talking to her dad, and she was like, "I'm bored. I don't know what to do." And so I got my kites out, and I was hoping that she would get hers, and like we could kind of play through the fence, right? Well, so I was playing with my hand kites, and I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, I only thought, I did it, and then I just got him out and started playing, and I got into just doing what I was doing, right? I was just playing, listening to music. But next thing you know, all of a sudden I look and I see her, she's just riding her bike super slow in front of my fence, just watching me. I was just like, oh, okay, hi. But I mean, I don't want to give those pieces of me up, right? So if I have to, like, I guess I could be professional and be that too if I needed to be, but I don't want to be first off, I don't want to be used, and I was being used. I mean, it was clear to me I was being used. This is it's funny because I applied for a couple of other positions to go back to the college before they called me back for first stop, right? I applied for a position in the kitchen because, prepping, that's cool. I'm good with that. And I applied for something which they called me on. I applied for one before that. They called me in and I was being stupid and didn't go there. I did something else. I thought something else was I had delusions of grandeur with another job, right? It turned out not to be the case. So I was talking about it yesterday, actually, at Williamsburg Learning. I thought that she called me because I had just uploaded my videos onto my LinkedIn page, and so I thought she saw them and was like, "Oh," and yeah, I'm just delusional. But anyway, that's not how that happened, and it didn't work out good. I think that they didn't even really appreciate these. I think that they said that they did, but I think a lot of people don't understand what these kinds of videos are. Um, and again, these have turned into something totally different for me. But anyway, I was talking about the college. But anyway, so I applied for a dishwashing job there and they didn't call me. And I applied for working with Trio this last time, which, because I worked for Trio before at another college. Well, I thought that's what they were calling me for when they called me back to First Stop. The thing is, my mind knew better than to do it, so my mind broke when I went back there. But I was like, even when I went, like, I tried to waitress again, and I broke, right? Like, I just, and all of it is triggering stuff in me. Like when I went to waitress, okay, I went to this place here in town. It was this pizza joint, and like, and I didn't. Like I kept referring to the fact that the girls were young. And the thing about it is that I didn't have a problem working with or for young girls. What I had a problem with was the leches that we were working with that were making gross comments about the young girl because these girls were under 18, right? And I heard these gross comments from this guy who's in his 60s talking. I mean, it's just gross. I'm sorry. I- I've been that little girl, right? And so it triggered me. And I caught one of the bosses, like they wore these really tight leggings and it just was gross. One of them, you could tell it just was, I've been there, right? And for me, it was just gross. It was a pizza place. It wasn't Hooters. It wasn't a strip bar. It was a pizza place, a family pizza place. It shouldn't, these girls were cooking. They shouldn't have been dressed that way, right? So it triggered me. See, you can see I'm getting upset about it, right? And so I was triggered when I was working there. I couldn't do it. I lost my shit. I got mad at the boss. I told her although it was also disgusting. It was so gross. I have pictures of it. It was gross. But it was so filthy. It was really bad. And I told the owner that she should care about her restaurant, but who am I to say anything? I should have just walked away, right? I should have just walked away. The thing that gets me is, when people, like, she's got that opportunity to have a place that she can make decent. And what she does is she comes in for a couple hours in the morning and counts her money and then leaves, and it's disgusting, right? And so that bothers me a little bit because there's a lot of people that would really take that opportunity and care about it, right? But it's not, I mean, my getting mad at her about it was pointless. It was a waste of my energy and it did no good but make me look like a Karen, right? Again. So I think that's the thing that gets me is when I see these people that are given these opportunities and they just treat them. Hold on a second, my dog's. Hey, stop. He's over there going to town on his foot. It's like he's got OCD a little bit. He's broken. Anyway, these people that get these opportunities and they just it's I don't know. I know that I'm not the only one who's having employment issues because that's why we have this big resignation and stuff going on. So I don't even need to explain any of that to anybody, because everybody knows what's going on. What the problem is my handling of it. That's that's what I need to deal with. I mean, because again, everybody knows that all this is happening. Everybody knows that we as employees are being treated poorly, right? And that owners are, it's just, yeah, hold on. Odin, stop eating your foot. Dude, knock it off. Um, so that isn't something that I really, need to talk about. But besides the fact that, like, I went to a, and I'm not talking about the business. I'm talking about my reaction. I went to a retirement home and thought I was going to be able to get a job there working cleaning, right? Because I just thought, I could just go in and do my job and keep my head down. Well, first off, I had to wear scrubs, which, okay, that's cool. Then I had to wear like scrubs and I had to wear a mask. Then I had to wear, like, I had my glasses. Then I had to wear a face mask and I had to have gloves on that I had to keep changing, and they weren't powdered gloves. So they kept sticking to my hands and I couldn't get them on. They kept tearing. So it was super frustrating. But then, and it was hotter than hell. And then I was in these rooms and there was this woman laying in this bed and she was like laying kind of in the fetal position, but kind of like, but you could tell she wasn't even like she wasn't functional. And there was another lady in there, like in a wheelchair. They were in this room together and she kept trying to talk to me and I couldn't understand what she was saying. And it was just like, I like that. I couldn't do that, right? So that one, I did the same thing. I was like, it's hot. I can't take this. I need to go. Oh my God, I can't do this. And I ran out of there. So that was another Karen moment, right? So I am not, I don't know, man. I'm just not handling things real well these days. I think, but again, I'm not sure that I ever really did, right? Like, I just was in places that people cared enough about me, or actually, I don't even know that they cared enough about me. I think it was just easy enough for them to ignore me that, um, like when I was at the DOC, it's like I wasn't in a place where a lot of people really noticed me, so I could just sit there and be pissed off. The only problem is when I get home, I would rage, and I don't remember doing that, but my son tells me I did, and I believe him. Um, and the fact that I don't remember even doing it is really kind of like that for me is another thing where I say, that elm comes out, and it's just, I just wah, and I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't done anything. Like done some shit to spray painted my walls and shit not too long ago. But I don't go after people or anything like that. I more like I said, I'll get in my car and go walk too far out into the ocean, or which I'm being really careful about because my family needs me. But it's just when that rage comes up, I need to figure out, like I need to be able to stop it, right? So I need to be real careful about the places I'm putting myself because, and the people that I'm around, because it's just like this last thing, right, that I went through. It's like, you know, I mean, it started out and there was me and another person answering the phones and another employee kind of doing something but wouldn't really talk to me. And then all of a sudden it was me, right? And I felt so taken advantage of. And so, it's like they were telling me it wasn't personal. Well, we're all being taken advantage of like that, right? I just need to figure out how to not get mad about it because like my getting mad is not fixing it. Um, I don't, that's not, I mean, the fucking resign is not fixing it either, I don't think. But I just need to figure out how to keep Elm from coming out and going sideways. When something like that happens. Because again, these affirmations did not, they are helping me, but they have not gotten rid of the anger. And I don't know, I look at this as a lesson. Like, I don't want to, and again, it's nothing against how anybody is. They, I'm sure, don't want to be like me either, but I don't want to be like those people, right? I don't want to be okay with seeing what happened to me happen twice. I don't want to be the kind of person that's okay with that. Like if I saw that happen to somebody else, I would want to be the kind of person that would speak up and not just sit there. And if in hindsight, when I was just talking about what I was talking about, like being beat up by the bank's person, and nobody standing up and saying, holy shit, girl. I had one time I was sitting with a group of my friends. We were sitting in a circle outside, like it was during a break at school, and we were sitting in a circle on the grass playing cards, although most of the time we didn't even go to class. I would just be out there. But there was a girl, her name was Tracy. She was a big girl. She came up and kicked me in the head. Kicked me in the head. That might be part of the reason I can't hear too now that I think about it. Um, and nobody, no, I mean, people saw her coming up to, nobody warned me. Nobody did anything. They just sat there while I was like, I just gotten kicked in the head, right? And nobody said to Tracy, what did you just do? Why did you just do that? So I think that's why when what happens, like when I know that there's a bunch of people watching me, in a fumble, not be able to like fumble and not even like try to help you. I think that's probably why. I mean, in hindsight, like I said, because that's what came to my mind tonight when I was talking about it is those things that happened to me. Um, and it was quite painful when I was young and things like that happened. And, just um nobody really coming to my defense. Let me rephrase that. My sister always said she was coming to my sister did shit like this is how my sister came to my defense. There was this guy, his name was Jim Stiers, and he sold dope in high school. And I remember he would sell us joints. I'm sure. Oh, I don't know. Am I allowed to use names? Whatever. It's the internet. Who gives a shit? It was a long time ago. But anyway, So what my sister did was she told him she was gonna buy dope from him, and he came over, and then she stole it because he was mean to me, right? So she stole dope from him because he was mean to me. So that really helped me. I didn't get any of the dope, and then he was just pissed off at me, right? So yeah, that was how my sister decided to help me. That's when she wasn't kicking my ass, which she was doing a lot. I remember one time this person gave me an I think it was ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, but it was an album. And I really, really liked this album. And she wanted to take it, and I did not want her to take it because my sister used to always steal shit from me and not bring it back. And like, well, just let me finish and you'll see why I didn't want her to take it. So, and she was bigger than me and used to always like beat the shit out of me, and so, like literally she was it wasn't just she thought it is I remember we used to fight. No, she used to physically abuse me, right? And so she took this album from me, and of course her friends were always around when she was doing this stuff to me. They always I was always humiliated, right? And again, there was nobody ever to back me up. Nobody backed me up. It's like they all just watched this happen. Anyway, so she took this album from me and she threw it down the street and broke it. And I was so upset. And then she grabbed me. I remember she like wrestled me down in the street and was like beating my head on the cement and just humiliating me in front of everybody, because somebody gave me something that I didn't want her to take from me. So she broke it and beat me for it, right? And it's just like, and nobody stood up to help me, right? I was just little and she was bigger than me. And I would call my mom and my mom wouldn't help me. And I mean, I guess that's why when that happened at my work, I got so upset, right? Because it's like I'm sitting there, I was on fire, and all these people were watching. And I heard one person say, "Should we help her? I feel bad for her," right? It's just, and it happened to me my whole life. And I guess I just, I should have just walked away instead of turning into Karen, right? Or turning into that little girl that had to, I don't know, had to beat my legs to get my sister to leave me alone. One time I had these, they were called dittos. I don't know if anybody remembers dittos. It took me forever to get dittos. We were the poor kids, like we were the trailer trash. By this time, my mom got married to a pretty decent guy, and so we were living in a house. And he was a nice guy. She got married a lot, but this guy was decent. They didn't stay anyway. It's a long story, but by then we were living in the house. But it took a long time for me to get a pair of dittos, and I got a light blue pair of dittos. And this, I remember it was a white shirt, but I was going to a dance, and so my sister, like, I was leaving the house and she stood on the roof of the house and was throwing eggs at me. Yeah. And so I went in the house to like wash the eggs out, and she like threw me in a bathtub of hot water. Um, you know, I mean, I don't, I know, I mean, it just makes sense why I get so frustrated when I don't feel like people are backing me, right? Especially if they're supposed to. Um, I it's funny though, because like I've said multiple times, I'm 57. So the fact that I'm just now, well, I drank up until my son in 2007 was when I quit drinking, right? So I drank all my life pretty much to hide from all of this. I got sober once or twice, here and there, but I was either a meth head or I drank. And I I hid from it all and I ran from it all, and I didn't admit that these things like caused me so much pain, right? And that I still carried them with me so many years later. Like I thought, that I had healed from all of it. And in hindsight, looking back, I've been pissed off all my life. So I didn't get over it, right? I mean, like I said, I would sit at the DOC and just sit at my desk and cry and rage, but I would still do my job. And so people, I think that I don't, I would like to think that people didn't really notice, but I know they did. There was a woman I worked with, her name was Sue Chavilacek, I think, and she was a mean girl, right? And that just she had been a probation officer, so you kind of have to be, but she was not kind to me. And I think it's because of those things. And instead of trying to understand maybe why I felt that way, there was another woman that I worked with. It was Kathy Gordon, who surprised me, actually. I had raged about somebody and she heard it, and she actually spoke to me about it with respect. She was my supervisor, and so she understood my feelings and didn't talk down to me, which I really appreciate. I don't talk down to people. I don't mean to. I do think though, like I said, I might speak a little bit aggressively and not realize that's what I'm doing. Um, so, clearly I'm no angel, but I cause no intentional harm, and I have seen others that I believe. Like, I don't talk to people and corner them with a smile on my face, right? So I don't know. We've all got our stuff, right? I not need worry about the way other people speak to me. I need worry about my reaction because I cannot control them. So I need not worry about that anymore, or even focus on it, or even comment on it, or even really think about it, beyond my reaction to it, right? That's funny, Rylan, who is only 21, we're talking about that. My reactions have in the past not been all that great. Sometimes I guess I talk a little bit aggressively, not intending to. Um, I'm not always clear on what I'm trying to ask, I guess. I kind of beat around the bush and ask 100 questions instead of just asking the question I want to ask, which, yeah, I'm working on all of that. I just, I just want to be okay, right? I just want to have a job. Like, preferably, I would like to I'm going to try to go downtown and see if I can find one of the little artsy shops down there. Maybe he'll hire me, or I don't know. There was a bakery down there. Maybe he's open. Hopefully they didn't all go out of business because of COVID. Um, I don't know how much sound I can tolerate. Maybe if I can work somewhere and I can wear an earplug. Um, this whole tinnitus thing is a new thing. It's been brutal today. Man, sometimes it felt like my ear was gonna bleed. So I don't man, it's just brutal. I would like to get some kind of a hearing aid that they can, like, yeah, thousands of dollars, right? So um I learned to live with it. I can see how people go crazy, but you just live day to day, right? If I can get through one more day. So it's it's life. I'm gonna do a quick read and go to bed. I'm tired. I just did my back meter. It felt good. And I want to get up early and check out the moon in the morning. And I need to, I don't know. I'm thinking about putting in resumes somewhere. I don't know. We got a little bit of time. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. So, and I'm in debt, and yeah, along with the rest of the freaking world, right? So, let's do a nighttime read. Let me find some I am positive affirmations, baby. I think I'll get it. I really like this video, but I think I'm gonna get a different one because we've been listening to this one for. This is a good one though. I think. I don't know. I think my eye is weird. Like I do a lot of stuff backwards in my artwork. I transpose numbers, which is another problem with this job. They were giving me all this money that they wanted me to deal with, but I had all this other outside stuff going on and tinnitus in my ear, right? It's just like, oh, cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I didn't want to be an accountant. Oh, this is kind of a drag right here, like a rock right there. I kind of messed up on that one a little bit. Why does it look stiff? I want to get some slower music, so I'll do like Walk with Ghosts or Hiraeth. I can't pronounce that. I slaughter that name. I'm sure if he heard me say that, he'd probably be like, dude, that is not how you pronounce my song. Okay, Walk with Ghosts. Okay, here we go. This was a foggy day, so I'm gonna play this one because it's a. Oh no, this was my sunset. Okay. Anyway. Oh, I did not want to do that. All right. Good evening. It is January 16th, 2022, Sunday night at 9:22 p.m. on the Oregon coast. I am Shay, the Rise of Dawn. Welcome to my reading of affirmations. Again, these will not solve world problems, nor do they get rid of my anger issue, but they do make me feel better. And I do love myself for the first time, probably ever in my life. I can say that. So it's weird though. I had some weird flashy back stuff going on today. Man, it was weird. I was like looking at clothes and I was having like meth flashy backs and it was just weird. And it's like it's not like they're memories because they're kind of memories, but you feel like you were in that moment. So for me, it's more, I don't know, flashback might be an extreme word to use for it, but it's like I felt like I felt in those moments back then, right? And so it's weird for me. But anyway, hi doggy-o. Hi dog. I'm gonna read and then I'll come to bed in a little bit. Okay. Pussy. All right. Okay. Today is Sunday night on the Oregon coast. It is January 16th, 2022. Welcome to my reading. I am moving through each moment with a deep feeling of gratitude. I am grateful. I am fortunate. The space where I lay my head is a safe space. I am secure. I am successful. I am moving forward, my thoughts creating what is ahead of me. I am confident. I am prosperity. I am peace. I am internal calm. I am fluidity. I am flexibility. This life is constant change. Every moment is new, and I am accepting each one as one of my making. I am breathing deeply. I am inhaling the present, and I am exhaling the past. I am the architect of my existence. My foundation is formed from the strength of my spirit and the conviction of my soul. I am taking a moment to stop, to breathe, to appreciate the beauty that is this life. I am exquisite. I am beauty. I am life. I am unafraid of my future as it is of my making. I am strength. I am productive. I am resourceful. Outside factors do not dictate my self-worth, as I am more than worthy. I am more than valuable, and I am more than enough. I am internally happy. I am feeling peace deep within my soul. I am willing to accept others as they are, as no one knows another completely. I am allowing myself to walk away from any form of mistreatment. I am non-judgmental. I am understanding. I am compassionate. I am embracing life's difficulties, as they are to me like rain is to nature. They are contributing to my growth. I am enlightened. I am in constant change. When I find myself outside of this moment, I stop. I breathe. I lead myself back as I would lead a child to safety, as I am kind to myself. I am gentle. I am consciousness. I am patient. I am walking away from chaos, keeping peace in my mind, keeping strength in my soul, and keeping calm in my home, as my home is a safe space. My home is peace. My home is calm. And my home is love. I am so much more than I have let my past self believe. In this moment, I am acknowledging my worth. I am acknowledging my value. And I am acknowledging my strength. I am amazing. I am talented. I am creative. I am allowing prosperity to flow to me in expected and unexpected ways as I am receptive. I am resourceful. I am imaginative. I am filling my days with optimism. I am releasing anger and fear. I am comfortable in happiness, peace, love, and success. Breathe. In this moment, I am new. I am taking the necessary steps to achieve my goals. I am tenacious. I am loyal. I am a benefit. I am acknowledging that this world is an awesome place and there is enough. There is more than enough. I am releasing envy. I am releasing fear. I am important. I am acknowledging that there is a place here for me. I am butterfly wings. I am shifting in my energy and I am creating massive positive results as I am the change. I am turning my face to the sky, putting my hands to my heart, and feeling the life force that generates inside of me. I am holding myself tall, core strong, shoulders relaxed, head high, and mind's eye open. I am radiating positivity, gratitude, and kindness into the universe. I am grateful. I am grateful for all that I am learning. I am grateful for all that I have yet to learn. And I am truly grateful for you, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and peace out. I'm tired. I need to go to bed so I can get up early and shoot a new video. But thanks for joining me in my, now it is my, so let's see, it was self-awareness and self-love. So I love myself. So now I'm dealing with my mental health issues. So I love myself enough to realize that um, I have been blaming other people for my anger instead of realizing that I'm just need to deal with the reasons that I'm angry, right? Like I was talking about earlier, how I felt when I was being beat up as a child and there were people standing around and nobody helped. I mean, it really drove something home with like when I was at this job and people were standing around when I was in the weeds and nobody helped, right? That's happened to me a lot throughout my life, and clearly it really makes me angry, and I'm kind of tired of it. Like, I would rather just work by myself. I don't want to be in a room full of people while everybody watches me burn, right? So I really am going to have to really meditate on, like, I can't just take whatever job is offered to me, even though I need a job desperately, and I need to make better money than but I'm gonna need to be a little bit selective just because I don't want to get angry. I need to um I just need to I don't want to be mad anymore, right? And it's really funny because my one boss who just my last supervisor, she kind of trapped me in her office, and I said to her, I said, I don't want to be mad, just let me go, I don't want to be mad. And she like followed me out and yelled at me, and it's like, when you tell somebody I need a minute because I don't want to be mad, you, you would think that that would be a clue that maybe that person needs a minute so that they don't get mad, right? And you wouldn't necessarily follow them out and start yelling at them and then blame them for that, which is what happened. So again, and then my reaction was through the roof, right? My reaction just was through the roof. So regardless of what the other person did, which I truly believe was wrong, and pushy, like I almost am like feel like I was trying to be pushed to that situation multiple times in this particular job. But the fact that it worked is what gets me, right? Like I allowed myself to get angry. Instead of just blowing it off. So I really need to work on that. I'm hoping that if I continue to I mean, I'm getting better already. I only, I don't think I gave myself, like, I need to give myself more time, right? Like, I, again, I remember a lot of this starting when I was really young. I remember my mom being beat up and feeling alone when I was 3, 4 years old. I know that things happened to me at my grandparents' house when I was really young. So this is some old stuff that I've never dealt with. And until now, here I am, 57, dealing with it. But when I moved here from Montana, I told myself I had 30 good years left. So I'm going to say I have 30 good years left, right? And I'm trying to make them good years. Like, I want to go out there. I want to have enough confidence to go out and get in that ocean and swim and get on a surfboard out there, right? So, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to heal myself so that I have the confidence to do these things, so that I can be strong enough to do these things. Because I don't want to spend the rest of my life like I spent the last part of my life. I want to heal, and I don't want to be mad. I was hoping, like I said, I was hoping just making these and doing these was going to be enough. It's not. Um, but it's a good start, and it's helping me a lot. So thank you again for joining me on this journey, beautiful soul. I gotta go to bed.